Hello everybody, Brett here with Double Shots. I'm excited to be doing a technology video today. I do not have the device right here with me because number one, it has to kind of be in a fixed area, the best location going from where you're gonna get the best reception going from there. But we're gonna be talking about T-Mobile's Inseego WaveMaker FX2000 5G indoor router. That's your modem router combo. Some of the things about it. Now, this is more aimed towards the business side. Now, they also have this Nokia router, but they're trying to phase out the Nokia router as well, too, just because of some of the issues in the past that they've had with it. So this might be an alternative solution that they're bringing to you. So I wanted to give a recommendation about this. Now, this is, again, only on the business side. So this is not the personal side of things from them going from there. Now I'll show you the back of the box and you're gonna be able to see it when Dylan thumbnails everything. And this is all built on my own opinion about how it works. We're gonna see a live speed test as well too. Now, the FX2000 5G indoor router, T-Mobile's, while they do have a dual SIM that will allow you to use 2 SIM cards at once and it goes over the fastest network each and every time, this is only single SIM. So T-Mobile SIM, it's tied down to T-Mobile. You have your USB port, your LAN port, which you can hook a Wi-Fi, you can hook an additional router behind it, turn off some customization tools, and we'll talk about that going from there. And it's a lot different from this device that carries a lot of range with it, and we'll kind of go from there. So let me go ahead and get into everything with it. So the Inseego 5G modem router combo from T-Mobile, it's T-Mobile Business. It's something that's only offered on the T-Mobile Business side of things. So if you do have a business, this is something that might be great for you. Some of the things that work on it as far as offer things is number one, with the pandemic, everything going on, they wanted to bring in a valuable solution without you having to bring in, it's pretty much plug and play. It's easy to deploy in wherever you are. So pretty much it allows you to do remote work, streaming, gaming. Again, on the business side, they don't expect you to be gaming. They expect you to be using it for business purposes, even though they have an unlimited plan for that as well. You can connect up to 30 devices with it, as well as Wi-Fi 6 compatible, again, as far as offer things. It's easy to deploy. They put for enterprise remote workforce branch offices, SMB. Then as well too, one of the things I really like about this unit as well, it has enterprise grade security, advanced encryption, hacker prevention, password protection. It's it's more or less business grade instead of what you would get on the personal side of things. And there's more customizable tools than what you can actually use with their standard Nokia router modem combo. So that's something I want to let you know as well too. Setup is pretty easy. There is an app to it, and you would go into the Inseego app. You get an instruction manual how to go ahead and do everything. Unfortunately, it does require my face to go ahead and use it because I use it on my iPhone. But then it shows you everything, how many devices are online, the strongest signal and everything about it, the serial number. So you do get to know a lot about it, what your device, your settings. You can actually change a lot of the stuff around in your general. You can add more. So it's pretty cool what they have on here available as compared to the Nokia one. There's not a lot of customization you can do. Now, one of the downfalls of the device is lack of Wi-Fi area. If you're just using the unit itself to go ahead and deploy as, you have limited availability. It's mainly if you have a lot of doors, access ways, or anything of that nature, you're gonna wanna use a router behind it and go from there. However, it does offer up to gigabit speeds. That's kind of the nice thing about it as far as on things as well too. So it does offer T-Mobile's up to gigabit speeds as far as off of things that you can get, and I'll show you some of it. And the nice thing is it asks you where you're placing the device when you do customize it, so you can try to go, you want to be facing that tower. Luckily for me, I am actually right near a 5G tower of T-Mobile that actually also has ultra capacity. So I'm able to pull up their ultra capacity antenna or ultra capacity range, which gives a little bit higher speeds. Next off, as far as off of things, there are 4 external MIMO TS9 ports. So anybody that doesn't know what MIMO means, MIMO is multiple input and output antennas for wireless communications, in which multiple antennas are used at both the source, which is the transmitter, as well the destination receiver. Now, they do have, you can either get 2x2 or 4x4, and they do sell those online. Now, the 4x4 and the 2x2, if you need to try to get better strength for the antenna or signal as much as far as off of things, those would be deployed to where you put the antenna outside facing that tower. It says you don't have to face them towards the tower, but that would be the best way to go. As well, they also have external antennas that are for indoor as well too. That's if you are facing a range from that tower. Again though, another thing to be very careful with on this as well too. The FX only supports bands B42, B45, and N78 for use with those antennas. So if you are on T-Mobile's network, you're going to want to make sure that they, in your area or wherever you are, or even if you're looking at the WaveMaker outside of there, most of our antennas will show things off of it, but pretty much as far as off of that, you're going to want to make sure those antennas match up to the bands. Otherwise, they're completely useless, and you've just spent a lot of money. And the 4x4 waveform, which is the 4 antennas, that runs almost it runs $400 for those. But again, those go outside. And then the 2x2, the cheapest I found was $239.99. So again, that's one of the things as far as off of it that kind of goes from there. Again, my biggest downfall with it is the lack of Wi-Fi range. And that's just using the unit itself. Now, again, if I decide to go ahead and close off that as a router and put, I usually use a Netgear router behind it, the Nighthawk, that would allow me bigger access for more space. However, if you just need it for a couple devices here and there, that's great to go ahead and have as well too. It does have better utilization controls as compared to the standard Nokia router that I was showing you. And again, it supports up to gigabit speeds. As you can tell, I've actually gone a little further out here. But we do have full bars, and I want to go ahead and do a speed test showing everybody this, because these, I've had very, very good, impressive speeds going from it. Now we are on, I don't want to be on Spectrums. We're going to go ahead and use Cable America. And let's go ahead and see the speeds that we can pull out of this. Look at that. And that's me not being near it. If I was at the point of access, which I will show a video for that one as well too, I'm going to have higher speeds. So 282 for my download. 67.6. Now we're going to pause this, and I'm going to go a little closer to the point of access. Okay, so now we're at the point of access of where my device is actually located at, and let's see if the speeds get a little bit better here. $349. And look at that. Over 105 on the upload. That's just insane. I don't even get that with my cable provider. Go ahead. Pause it again. So there you guys have it as far as off of things. That is what this device actually gives me. As when I was in front of it and everything, I got a little bit, or well, when I was right near it, I got a little bit better speeds. The further away that I go from it, and again, I'm not using it with an external, or I'm not using it with, number one, the antennas, because I do pull very good speeds in the area going from there. But pretty much as far as off of it, you could see the two different speeds that I was pulling, that was insane on the uploads right near. I mean, that's just huge in any way, shape, or form that you could ever get. Again, my cable provider doesn't offer that, and Uverse Fiber doesn't even offer that for me, so that's pretty big as far as off of it in the area. It's great. Again, if you're in a business, what I would recommend if you got that unit, I would recommend you tie it down if you need more space. I would recommend you tie it down with a router, take off the extra customizable controls, go into the settings, disable the router, and just use that as your modem and hook up that as well. Again, if it's something you really want to use and you don't want to have to do that, the Nokia is the better buy or get for your business. And again, this covers my whole place. And again, I have not had the issues that others have had. Now, I do know they're trying to phase out the Nokias as well too and go with another device, and that's on the residential side. But on the business side, they're going with the Inseego, which works really good. So my only downfall about it as well too, again, is if you're going to use this device only itself, is the lack of space coverage that it has. Otherwise, it's a very good device. So I hope this video was very informational to anybody that is looking for T-Mobile for business on their business side of things. If you do have a T-Mobile business account, let me know if you have this Inseego device. Let me know what you like about it, what you dislike about it. If you have it hooked up to a router, what kind of speeds you have it hooked up with a different router with, and going from there. I want to thank Dylan for allowing me to do this video on double shots as well. Again, keep in mind, this is my own opinion as far as based off of my own speed test. I've had it for about a week now. It runs really good. I like it myself, minus the downfall of having to hook a router to it. But again, I want to know your guys' opinions on it, and I will talk to everybody in the next video.